On June the 1st, 2005, Lancer Flight 4292, which is Ziguriki Sky VH-92 military plane, which is the United States America plane. This wasn't a plane, but it was a helicopter. I want to know what is RFD. And I bet he's gonna say it find out. Whoever it is. The helicopter starts. Okay, great. The helicopter starts moving after the propellers turns on and starts heading. There were 2 presidents, 4 guardians, 2 pilots, and 1 medical doctor. This helicopter was only a 25-minute flight between St. Bartholomew to Greater. It was not kind of 25-minute. But it was fine. They let the plane go up a little bit more feet so they don't have to crash into the water. But they didn't know that the pillars to the flight controls would have medical problems, as it is right now. Finally, they climbed up to 2,000 feet. Now the plane, which is not a plane, is a helicopter, is now headed towards Greater. What's your 4292? The ATC tower was Rennie HNS was the IRFD ATC tower. What is the airport name, bro? Greater was just a few miles from St. Bartholomew Airport. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I really don't care because these names I don't understand. A 25 to 45, 50 hour flight was now about to head into a devastating. But it wouldn't be because they're going to have to let the passengers and president off the plane. Why do I keep saying plane? What's going on today? Helicopter. I do see helicopters, but I keep thinking of saying plane every time. Finally, they are starting to see HMS Queen Elizabeth military ship So they know they're almost there towards greater runway. They contact the TC Tower. Which runway should I land ATC? As the pilots asked. They can see lights of the runway in front of them. But they don't know which runway they can see. But now they can see clearly. They can see the ship and now the runway. But it was getting a little bit dark. But after they take off back again, they know a disaster will come. They look on the chart for a little bit so they can see which runway it is, 25L. As the ATC Tower said, 25L was next to the ETC Tower, which is ATC, next to cargo shipping, fire training, and engine test site and cargo. They pass an HMS Queen Elizabeth ship military, where all fighter jets and reproducers of any flight cargoes goes there to be transferred to another ship and head towards the next city. Finally, they are at Greater Rockford Airport, just a mile from St. Bartholomew. After this, they're gonna go to Cyprus for delivery. They slowed the plane down with the landing gear. Finally, they reach Greater and slows down. And the pilots asked, where should I park? Head towards the cargo delivery so they can get their stuff. As the plane landed, the people grab the stuff, the cargo, and pick it up and put it in the helicopter. There were only 2 pilots on board now. The president, the medical, and the passengers are off, which is guardians. Finally, they head back up and headed to Cyprus, but they didn't know that the helicopter would start having issues. The plane descends upwards so they can get more speed and accuracy with the field. This will take another 25 to 58 minute flight. There were no ATC Tower at Cyprus because it was partially a little bit closed. As you can see, now nearer. There's cargoes and ships arriving. The greater. Early in the morning at about 6:50 to 6:55 a.m. The airport was a little bit quiet, with only a few flights and a few ETC tower helpers. Finally, they head towards Cyprus. But after leaving Greater Airport, they're gonna experience lightning issues now. The plane kept turning right to left, right and left, and the pilots looked at each other. What was going on? The plane kept shaking back and forth, and the speed kept increasing back and up, back and down. But then, all hell came loose. The engine stopped, and the plane was no longer a plane helicopter. The helicopter in a nosedive heading towards the ground. They braced for impact after heading down from the sky. Just a little bit feet from the ground, there were 700 to 600. They pulled the helicopter upwards, trying to pull it up, but nothing came working. The helicopter finally turns back on, but it was already too late for them to control. Just 10 seconds, between 20 seconds after takeoff, Flight 4292 slams into the ocean, and it was too late. All up.